Good day everybody. Today we deal with logic gates and expressions. We will see some of the logic gates, the basic ones used. What are logic gates? It is an idealized electronic device or a function that implements a logical operation that involves binary inputs and produces a binary output. What it means is, it is an electronic device, that means an electronic circuit that takes inputs in the form of binary, that means ones or zeros. N number of inputs can be given and it produces a single output, and that is also in the form of binary. This is a logic gate. The logic gates that we will see today are NOT AND, NAND, OR NOR, XOR, XNOR. NOT means inversion, that means whatever is inputted is inverted. The symbol used for that is a triangle followed by a bubble. If the input is A and the output is X, this is what it looks like. And it is denoted by the algebraic expression A and with a bar above it. Okay. AND is denoted by this symbol. Okay. And it is also given by the expression AB or A dot B. Both of them signify A dot B or AND operation. The symbol for NAND is the same symbol as that of AND, followed by a bubble because it is actually the inversion of AND. The algebraic expression is AB and with a bar above it to signify that it is a NOT of AB. Okay, so AND is this and NAND is the NOT of AND, therefore it is N and NAND. Similarly, you have OR gate. OR gate is denoted by A plus B and the symbol is as seen here. NOR gate is denoted by NOT of OR, therefore it is A plus B whole bar, and the symbol is the same symbol as that of OR but followed by a bubble. The bubble denotes inversion. The last one is XOR and XNOR. XOR gate is denoted by a plus with a circle around it. So A XOR B is how you read this. This is the symbol of XOR. You notice that it looks just like an OR, but there is an extra curved line here. Okay, and the same goes for XNOR, the same symbol as that of XOR but with a bubble here to denote that it is the NOT of XOR. So it is A XOR B whole bar. XNOR is also denoted by the algebraic expression like this, that is A and with a dot and a circle surrounding the dot. This also denotes XNOR operation or XNOR logic function. Okay, now look at the truth table here. This tells us exactly what this gate does. Let us see each one in detail. The NOT gate, as we have seen, the symbol is like this with a triangle and a bubble. Whatever you input, if you input a 0, output will be the inversion of it, that is 1. Input a 1, the output will be a 0. This table that you see here, that gives you all possible combinations of input and output, is referred to as a truth table. So this is the standard truth table of a NOT gate. It gives all possible combinations of the input. What all are possible for the input of a NOT gate? 0 or 1. So the two combinations are given, listed out here. That is how we write the truth table of a NOT gate. Coming to the AND gate, the inputs are A and B. Let me write A and B here, and the output is denoted as F. The truth table gives me all possible combinations of inputs. The possible combinations of inputs are 0, 0, A, B, 0, 0. 1, 0, A equal to 1 and B equal to 0. 0, 1, A equal to 0 and B equal to 1. 1, 1, A equal to 1 and B equal to 1. So we list out the inputs first. Correspondingly, we look at the AND function. The AND function dictates that if there is a 0 in any of the inputs, that means if there is a single 0 in the input, the output becomes 0. Thus, 0 becomes the controlling input of the AND gate. Because if you see a 0 anywhere in the input of AND gate, output becomes 0. You see for 0, 0, 1, 0 and 0, 1, there is a 0 in the input. Correspondingly, the output becomes 0. Only when all the inputs are equal to 1, output is equal to 1. So that's how an AND gate functions. Coming to the NAND gate, this is actually the NOT of AND gate. Okay, that means the inverted form of AND gate. As you can see here, the controlling input was a 0. Therefore, the same thing goes for NAND gate. Here also the controlling input is 0, but the effect is opposite. When you see a 0 in the AND gate, output was equal to 0. In the case of NAND gate, whenever you see a 0 in the input, output becomes a 1 because the output is inverted form of AND gate. Okay, so look at the truth table of NAND gate. It is the direct opposite or the inverted form of the AND gate. It is 0001 here in the same order. Here it is 1110. That's how a NAND gate works. In an OR gate, you have all possible combinations listed out in the truth table once again, and the controlling input in this case is 1. If you see a 1 anywhere in the input, output becomes a 1. That's it. You see here, all three combinations here give me a corresponding output of 1. Here the input is 0, 0. There are no 1s in the input, therefore the output becomes a 0. That's how the OR gate operates. In case of a NOR gate, all four combinations once again listed here. It is the inverted form. It is the NOT of OR gate. It is the inverted form of OR gate. You see that the controlling input in the case of OR gate was a 1. The same goes for NOR gate. But the effect is opposite. Whenever you see a 1 in case of NOR gate, the output becomes a 0, as against 1 giving a 1 in case of OR gate. Therefore, when you look at the truth table, you see that it is a direct inverted form of OR gate. Correct? That's it. Now we come to the XOR gate. This is exclusive OR or XOR. You can also call it as XOR gate. All four combinations are once again listed out here. What it dictates is that in case of an XOR gate, if the inputs are different, that means 0, 1, the output becomes 1. 1, 0, output becomes 1. If all the inputs are same, 0, 0, then the output is 0. If the inputs are 1, 1, the output is 0. This is how a XOR gate operates. That is exclusive OR gate. Either one of them is 1. When we come to exclusive NOR, just as we have seen earlier, it is a NOT of XOR. It is exclusive NOR or NOT of XOR. You see that there is an additional bubble here as against the symbol of XOR gate. All possible combinations are listed out here, and you can see that it is the inverted form of XOR gate. In this case, if the inputs are all same, then the output becomes a 1. 0, 0 and 1, 1 case, the output is 1. Otherwise, output is equal to 0. That's how an XOR gate and an XNOR gate operate. We need to know the truth tables, the symbols and the expressions of all these basic logic gates fundamentally. These are the symbols once again. AND gate is AB or A dot B, OR is A plus B, or we read it as A or B. Y is equal to A bar or not of A. NOR is A plus B whole bar. NAND is AB whole bar. XOR is A XOR B, that is plus followed by a circle around it. And XNOR is Y is equal to A dot with a circle B. Or you can also write it as A XOR B whole bar. Both are correct. We have to note that the universal gates are NAND and NOR gates. The reason we call it as universal gates is if you want to do any function, any logical function or Boolean function, it can be done using NAND gates and NOR gates alone. You will not need to use any other gate, AND or XOR, any other gate may not be required. You can use NAND gates alone to make an entire logical circuit. You could build an entire Boolean function or its circuit using NOR gates alone. Having understood what universal gates are, let us delve deeper into the functionalities of each gate, that is using the timing diagrams. You see, the first one is NOT gate. Suppose the input is I and the output is Y. This is the input I and the output is Y. Let us draw this in the waveform format. That is, when the input is 0, output is 1. Let me draw the input. During this duration, input is 0. The lower level is denoted as 0 and the higher level is denoted as a 1. Therefore, when the input is 0, output is 1. Okay. Now, after that, input becomes 1. At that time, output becomes 0. So, from 0, input goes to a 1. Okay. And the output becomes 0 at that time. Okay. Again, if the input becomes 0, output will become 1. So this is the logic 1 and this is the logic 0. This is how we draw the timing diagram of NOT gate. When you come to AND gate, there are 4 possibilities. That is, input can be equal to 0, 0. That is, this is 0 and this is 0. At that time, what is the output? When the input is 0, 0, output is 0 itself. So you draw a 0. When the input is 0, 1, 0, that is, A becomes equal to 1 and B becomes equal to 0 itself, then output is equal to 1, 0, output is equal to 0 itself, correct? So you have a 1 here and a 0 here and the output is 0. From 0, it has become a 1, that is why I am connecting it. The next possibility is 0, 1. So input becomes 0 and 1, correct? When it is 0, 1, output is 0 itself again. Finally, you have 1, 1 case. Therefore, input goes from 0, A goes from 0 to 1, B goes from 1, keeps on going 1. At that time, the output is equal to 1. So output goes from 0 to 1. And that's how you draw the timing diagram of AND gate. Let's do a NAND gate next. Whenever you see a 0 in the input, the output becomes a 1. That's how the NAND gate works. So I have 0, 0 output is 1, 1, 0 output is 1, 0, 1 also output is 1, all at 1. And when the input is 1, 1, the output is 0. Next is OR gate. Whenever you see a 1 at the input, the output becomes a 1. If all the inputs are equal to 0, output is a 0. So here it is 0. And in all other cases, there is a 1 at the input. Therefore, output is always equal to 1. That is OR gate. In case of NOR gate, it is opposite of OR. Therefore, whenever you see a 1 at the input, output becomes equal to 0. If both the inputs are equal to 0, output is equal to 1. So the first case, 0, 0, output is equal to 1. All other cases, the output is equal to 0. Okay. In XOR case, if both the inputs are same, 0, 0, output is equal to 0. If both are different, then the output is equal to 1. In both these cases, output is 1. And here, both the inputs are equal to 1, therefore output is equal to 0. And finally, we come to the XNOR gate, in which if the inputs are both similar or same, the output is equal to 1. Okay. And if the inputs are different, then the output is equal to 0. There you have it, 0. And finally, if the inputs are 1, 1, that means it is the same, the output is equal to 1. So you simply have to draw the timing diagrams looking at the truth table, or if you are really clear with the truth table, you can even draw it without looking at the truth table. So that's how you draw the timing diagram for each of the logic gates. Okay. So I hope the logic gates basics are clear, the symbol, the algebraic expression, the truth table, the timing diagrams, and what function it does. That's all for today. Let's see you in the next video. Thank you.